So there are people out there who are Christians. They go to church every Sunday. They believe in Christianity wholeheartedly and they support the church. And at the same time, they support Donald Trump and they vote for MAGA Republican politicians. Now, I've had some of these people say to me, well, man, when it comes to the gay and trans community, I don't care about none of that. I just believe in live and let live. Really? Do you really believe in live and let live? Because where does your church stand on that? Do they live and let live? Does your minister live and let live? Are you telling me that your minister stays silent on gay and trans issues? He doesn't say a word about it? Does your minister tell you not to judge? Does your minister tell you that, you should just live and let live and leave them alone? Because from where I'm sitting, I'm watching ministers influence politicians to pass laws to strip away rights from the gay and trans community. So you can sit there all day long and you can say, well, I just live and let live. But if you're going to a church that don't, and they're influencing politicians who don't, you can't have it both ways. You can't sit on that fence. You're going to have to saddle up and choose a side here because it can't be both ways. And I've had people say to me, well, man, I'm for abortion in certain cases. In a case of rape or incest, I'm for it then. Oh, really? Well, where does your church stand on that? Where does your minister stand on that? Is that his viewpoint? What does your church have to say about it? And isn't your church influencing politicians to take away rights from women and force them to carry their rapist baby to term? So you can sit back and say, well, I have these views on abortion, but if those are the kind of people who you're throwing your support behind, it doesn't matter what your opinion on abortion is. Again, you can't have it both ways. One thing that the right wing has done, I'll give them credit for, they've done a masterful job demonizing those of us on the left. They have made us out to be the absolute worst of people. They call us communists, socialists, radicals, we're pedophiles, we're baby killers, we're all of these things. And they've done such a good job of painting us that way that people don't want to rock the boat and they don't want to piss off Mama and Papa. So they just go ahead and they say these things like, yeah, we're Republicans. Yeah, that's what we are. And yeah, we're Christians. Hell, the Republican Party of today is nothing like the Republican Party of our grandfathers. Hell, they're not even the Republican Party of Bush and Cheney, and that's sad. They are a radical fringe group who wants the church to control all aspects of government and all aspects of your life and all aspects of everyone's life. You say you don't want the government treading on you. You say you want to be left alone and you want to live and let live. But I call bullshit and I say that you can't say that you're for that and be for these people at the same time because that's not what their mission is. And if you're just going there and sitting in that church because that's where Mama and Papa went, and you're just carrying on that family tradition because that's what they always did, then you're not accomplishing anything. I used to wonder years ago when I would see like those famous pictures back in the day of like the black people getting beat with the clubs and sprayed with the water hoses, and you see the people sitting at the lunch counter getting mustard and ketchup squirted all over them. I used to say to myself, I wonder whatever happened to the people that were doing it to them in that video. I wonder what happened to those assholes, those hate-filled racist people that were doing that. I wonder whatever went with those people. Well, they just grew up and they had kids and they taught their kids to believe in the same bullshit. And as time went on, their kids would try to see things from other sides, but they would always return back to that because that's what Mama and Papa is. I guess that's what we are too. You cannot say that you believe in living and letting other people live and support the church who influences Donald Trump and the MAGA politicians to stop people from living in this country.